Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you schoolroom setups, packing school bags, and organizing lockers too. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and the notification bell in the corner to be notified every time I upload a new video.
Every day feels like Sunday morning. Still got my day job, but I feel so free. Baby, I go anywhere as long as you'll be there. It's just you and me. You shine so bright. You help me see your eyes, your smile can change the rhythm of my heart. The winds of time can't dull your shine. Only you can change the rhythm of my heart. Your smile can change the rhythm of my heart. The winds of time can't dull your shine. Only you can change the rhythm of my heart. Every day feels like Sunday morning. Still got my day job, but I feel so free. Baby, I go anywhere as long as you'll be there. It's just you and me. You shine so bright. You help me see your eyes, your smile can change the rhythm of my heart. The winds of time can't dull your shine. Only you can change the rhythm of my heart.
Most people wish that life was simple. Hearts are young but full of wrinkles. Out of the way, can't you see we're busy spinning around until we're dizzy? Just take a minute to get out of the race. Remind yourself that it's just another day. Everybody's rushing all over the place. Be the only smiling face. We spend the day feeling so impatient, chasing the world as it leaves the station. All that it takes is a little smile. Happiness will never go out of style. Just take a minute to get out of the race. Remind yourself that it's just another day. Everybody's rushing all over the place. Be the only smiling face. Empty hearts or empty pockets. Life is like a box of chocolates. So take your chance while you've got it. Just take a minute to get out of the race. Remind yourself you live to fight another day. Everybody's rushing all over the place. Put a smile on your face. Just take a minute to get out of the
Today I'm going to be designing and decorating Isabel and Nikki's lockers. Isabel and Nikki are twins and they both have very different personalities and styles, so I'm going to be adding different items and accessories that would be themed to both of those. Be sure to comment down below once the lockers are completely styled if you could choose between Isabel's locker or Nikki's, which one would you pick? So let's go ahead and style the lockers. Let's go ahead and start off with Nikki's locker first. So over the top shelf, we're going to be adding some smaller accessory items. So this container is really great for those smaller pieces so they don't get lost, and I love how it's blue because it matches the locker. So the first item we're going to be adding in is a pair of stylish sunglasses. They can go over in the back there. Then we're also going to be adding in a pencil, a highlighter, because Nikki won't be having a pencil case while Isabel will. So we're just going to add a few stationery items. And then we also have this computer disc as well that can go on the top there too. And here we have Isabel's locker. It's a stylish green color. We have this little container here. It's a pink color instead of blue. Nikki has the blue one, but they're styled exactly the same. We also have this journal we're going to be adding over by the bottom shelf. It says Isabel's name on it. We also have this pen here. It's so stylish and I love the pom-pom on the top. And the final item we're going to be adding in this compartment is a computer disc, and it's all about tennis. It has her tennis pictures on it. And as for this top section here, the first item we're placing down is a girl power book. Then there's Nikki's journal. It's styled very similar to Isabel, but of course it's themed to Nikki's personality and style. And the last item we have here is a Nikki mix, and it has Nikki's favorite music on it. And as for Isabel, we're only going to be adding 2 items over by the top compartment. The first item is an American Girl magazine, and it seems like such a great read. There's different activities inside of it, and it's just a classic magazine. And then here's Isabel's mix, so it has all of her favorite music, and her music style is very different from Nikki's. Let's add a few workbooks to the locker. So the first one is all about science, and that has a red cover. The next one is about math, and then the third one is about chemistry. So we'll add those books there. We'll just stack it over to the side. Nikki is quite messy and unorganized, so as you can see, it's quite cluttered. And we also have some loose leaf paper as well, so that can go right on top of the books there. And we also have a few workbooks for Isabel too. So this one is all about math. And then the next one is all about composition, so writing. And then the third one is about spelling as well. So we'll add that over there. We also have some loose leaf paper as well, which is great for some extra note taking, and a pencil box as well. So when we add this, it should push all of the books so it stands up like that. There are some hooks over in the top here, so we'll just be placing some items down. So the first one is this bag. It says Skate Club on it, and I love that for Nikki because she loves skating. And then over by the other side, we're just going to be placing down some headphones. They're a really bright green color, and it also has the attachment over there too. Isabel's bag is so cute. It's a gorgeous purple bag with a little flower design on it. It's so perfect for Isabel. As you can see, there's definitely a lot of pink and purple themed items in her locker. And then we're also going to be adding a Tamagotchi over to the other side. I love Tamagotchi, so I'm so excited to include it in her locker. We're going to be adding quite a few items to Nikki's locker. So the first item we have here is a baseball cap. It's really pretty blue color, and it's really great for sport or PE. So that can go over in the back corner. The next item we have are a pair of casual tennis shoes. They can sit over in the front like so. Also a pair of socks as well, and that can just sit in the shoes there like so. We also have a few textbooks and reading books as well. So this one is from the Nancy Drew Mystery Series, so that can sit there. And also the American Girl Library book. It's the Super Slumber Parties book, and it seems like a great read, so that can sit there. And we do also have 2 textbooks as well. This one is themed to mathematics, and then the last one is themed to physics. So that can sit over by the front there like that. We're not going to be adding as many items to Isabel's locker, just a few textbooks and reading book as well. So the reading book is Season of Ponies, and then we also have a few textbooks as well. So this one is themed to art. The next one is themed to geography. This is what it looks like. And then the last one is themed to history. And here's the textbook. So we're going to place that there like that. And then over by the side, we have a gorgeous necklace. It's so pretty. It's pink and blue to match the theming of her items, and a pair of stylish sunglasses as well. So as you can see, Isabel has a lot of pink and pastel themed items, while Nikki has a lot of green and blue. Isabel's locker is very organized, while Nikki's is very unorganized. And the final items we're going to be adding to Nikki's locker is this award certificate, and it's from Book It and Pizza Hut, and it's about reading. So we'll just add that on top of the papers there. And the final item we're going to be adding to Nikki's locker is this cup, and I love how it's themed to an alien. Hopefully it fits on the front there, and as you can see, it stays like that. So Nikki and Isabel's lockers are so different. I love how they're both styled, but it has generally the same items: a bag, a few different accessories, some textbooks, and some notebooks as well. Today I'm going to be organizing different school backpacks using miniature school supplies. So here we have the first backpack. It's very classic. It's a gorgeous purple color, and there's a zipper at the front for smaller accessories, and there's a zipper over in the back too. So the first item we have here is an electronic device, and it is an iPad, and that can go right at the back of the school bag. And the next item that we have here is a science textbook. The cover is so pretty. There's some dolphins, but if you take a look inside, there's different pictures and information too. Textbooks and workbooks are so important to pack away in school bags, so that's definitely an essential item that we need to add in. I'll also be packing away a reading book as well, and this one is themed to Leah, so it is a smaller chapter book. So since each backpack is styled differently, this one won't have a pencil case or a pencil box, and I'll just be adding some stationery to the back. But the next item we have here is a folder, and that's a great place to store away different worksheets and assignments. It's a gorgeous purple color to match the bag as well. There's not a lot in the folder itself, but I did add some loose leaf paper. And the last item I'll be adding to this backpack is a journal. So now that this bag is all packed, let's move right along to the next school bag. So this item here is another version of a backpack. It's styled very differently from the first one. It's meant to hold more laptops and devices, but you could definitely use it as a school bag. And there's straps at the back so it can be worn as a backpack. And there's also a clip at the front holding it in place so no items fall out. So let's go ahead and start packing some items away in the bag. The first item we have here is actually a reading book, and it is called Meet Molly, and it is a small chapter book. It definitely seems like a great read, and it's a perfect back to school book. And the next item I'll be adding to the bag is a notebook. The design is so pretty on the front, and it just has classic lined paper inside. So this here is a travel journal, so they can write down all of the different adventures they had over the summer break, and then they can work on some assignments when they get back to school. So this item probably won't be in the bag for the whole school year, but just for a couple of weeks while they work on the different assignments. So the next item we have here is actually for art class, and it is a paint palette. There are so many different colors, and then we also have a paintbrush for that set too. So once I add those items to the bag, the next set of items I'll be organizing are some stationery pieces. Again, this particular bag won't have a pencil box or a pencil case, and I'll just be adding some stationery to it. So we have some rulers, and then we also have a pencil, a marker, and an eraser too. And it should be all right for those stationery items to sit at the bottom of the bag. So everything is all organized and packed. All I need to do is close the clip so nothing falls out, and we can move right along to the next school bag packing. So this bag here is different from the others. Again, it is a book bag. It's very traditional, and it's really great quality, and I love the detail to the set. So there are straps that wrap around to the front of the set, and there's also a clip as well, so everything holds in place too. So this item here is actually a pencil box, and it's the first time we're using a pencil box or a pencil case for any of these backpacks, but we're just going to be adding some classic stationery items to the pencil box. So we have a pen and also a pencil too. It's really great how there's different compartments so you can organize the different items. So we have a ruler and some crayons as well, and there's a variety of different colors that I'll be adding to the set. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, do you like organizing your stationery in some sort of pencil case or pencil box, or do you normally just have stationery everywhere and you can just try and find it in your bag? But with this particular pencil box, it's really interesting because there is a button on the top, so once you close it in place, nothing should be able to fall out once you add it into the pencil box. So the next item I'll be adding to the book bag is some worksheets, so that can go right in front of the pencil box. And the next item I'll be adding in is some sort of reading book, and this one looks so interesting. It's called Rebecca on Sunnybrook Farm. It's a classic chapter book, and it seems like a great read. So let's add that into the book bag as well. This bag seems to be a lot smaller than some of the other ones, so I'm not sure how many more items I can fit in, but here we have a textbook, and it's themed around geography. That seems to fit over to the side. We have one more item to add into the backpack, and I'm pretty sure this will fit. It is a small book with lined paper, definitely a great item to pack into a school bag, so we'll just add that over to the front. This backpack is the complete opposite to the book bag that I showed previously. There are so many different compartments to store away different accessories, and you can definitely add a lot of different school items to this school bag. So the first item that I'll be packing away in the school bag is actually a reading book. So it is a small chapter book with some illustrations inside of it, and it is called Good Luck Ivy. It seems like it is a great read, so let me go ahead and add that to the bottom of the bag. And the next item that I'll be adding into the bag is a travel journal, and it's styled very similar to the other one that I showed earlier, where it's for a project over the summer. It won't stay in the bag for the whole year, but just for a few weeks. In order to organize all of their papers in one place, here we have a folder. It's a gorgeous blue color, and we have some loose leaf paper and also a weekly planner to keep track of different assignments and homework. And of course, right now it is blank. It has the different subjects listed along with the different days of the week and different sections you're able to write down the information. So now that that is all organized, I can add it on top of the book inside of the bag. So the final item that we have here are some stationery items. There's pens and pencils that can go to the bottom of the bag. This backpack is slightly smaller than the other one that I showed earlier, so it might not fit as much, but it is so gorgeous. I love the design on the front. There's some pastel pink and purple, and there's also a pocket over on the front that we can use too. So the first item that we have here is some lined paper, and that's really great for taking different notes and information down. And the next item we have here is a spiral notebook, and it is themed around math, and there's lined paper inside too. We'll be adding an art item to the backpack as well, so here is a paint palette, and there's a variety of different colors, and the paintbrush is actually already inside of the set, which is great so it won't get lost. This item seems like a great read. It is from the Be Forever collection, and it is all about Samantha, and it is a small chapter book. And of course, a backpack wouldn't be complete without some stationery, so here we have a few different stationery items, including pens, there's a ruler, and there's a calculator too, and that won't be in a pencil case or a pencil box. I'll just add that to the bottom of the bag. But in order to keep all of the crayons organized, it does come in a crayon box. This school bag is a gorgeous red color. There's a name tag on the front and there's a handle on the top too, but it's styled to be more traditional, so instead of 2 straps, there's 1 strap. There are some clips holding the top compartment of the bag in place so none of the accessories fall out, and then there's also a front pocket for some smaller accessories too. So the first item we'll be adding into the bag is a laptop, and this will be really great because you can keep track of different assignments and textbooks as well, and you don't have to carry as much either, so that can go right at the back of the bag. This bag is definitely the most organized bag out of all of the different ones I've been sorting out today. So we have a binder here, and there's some loose leaf paper, and there's a pencil case, a part of the set as well, to keep track of all of the different stationery they're bringing to school. And it shouldn't take up too much space, so I'll add that right next to the laptop. So the next item we'll be adding to the bag is a skill word book, and as you can see inside there's different photos and images, but the last item we'll be adding to the bag is a reading book, and it is The Wizard of Oz. Definitely a very classic book. And here we have the last school bag that we'll be organizing today. It's a really interesting backpack because there's a total of 2 different pockets, but the front pocket is the length of the entire bag. Normally it's a lot smaller at the front, and then the back pocket is the main pocket. I really like this style because you can add papers at the front and more larger items at the back. The first item that we'll be packing away is a pencil box, and it has a lot of different stationery items inside: pencils, erasers, rulers, just classic school supplies, and that can go in the back pocket of the school bag. So the next item that we have here is a science textbook. There's a picture of a panda on the front, and it's styled quite differently from the other science textbook that I showed earlier. So let's go ahead and add the textbook to the bag so we can sort out some more items. So here we have a binder, and there's a total of 2 notebooks attached to it. One has blank paper and the other one has lined paper. A binder is really great to have so you're able to sort out assignments, and loose leaf paper too. Up next, we have a reading book, and it is called Sage, and it is a small chapter book. So the last set of items I'll be adding to the bag are some worksheets. So these don't have any holes, so they can't be attached to the binder, but that can easily be fixed. So I just added that item to the front pocket so it doesn't get lost with the rest of the items in the school bag. So now all of the backpacks have been officially organized with different school supplies. So for this first counter, I've added in some paintings at the back and some school supplies at the front. And over by the shelving unit over here, there's a total of 3 different shelves. For the top shelf, I'll be adding in some plants. There's a total of 3, and they're all styled very different, but they all seem to fit on the top shelf. And for the main counter, a part of the room setup, there are quite a few different side compartments to display different items, so I'm going to be adding in a few different art accessories here. So we have some accessories, a bucket, and then we also have a vase as well, and that's a lovely green and pink color. This accessory item is quite large. It is a radio. It does take up most of the space on the shelf, but there is some room to add in a few textbooks. We have a few different options here, and they're all themed to different school subjects. So the first 3 textbooks we have here are physics, history, and geography, and the last 2 are art and math. And as for the bottom shelf here, it's mainly themed to science, but I will be adding in a few extra accessories as well. So the 2 items towards the side there are textbooks, and then we have another science accessory, and then there's also a microscope. microscope. And as for the next few accessories, they're not themed to science, but they're themed to school supplies. So we have this red container here that has different types of rulers. And as for this container, I'll just be placing it on top of the other one, and that has different markers and index cards. I'll only be placing one item on the shelving unit as the container is quite large and it is an art box. A room setup featuring too many school supplies wouldn't be complete without some school lockers. So here we have the first one. I'm just going to go ahead and set up and design the top shelf. So I've just placed down a few folders, and then we also have a laptop here as well, a spiral notebook, and it has such a lovely design on the front, and then there's also a calculator too. And as for the main compartment of the locker, I'll just be adding in a few accessories and items. So first off, we have a notepad, and then I'll just be adding in a pencil holder with some stationery supplies, and finally a backpack. It's a gorgeous pastel color. So let's go ahead and organize and style these baskets. They're definitely perfect for miniature school supplies. So the first basket has some folders, an assignment notebook, and some post-it notes as well. And as for the second basket, it will definitely be having more stationery supply items. So there are some crayons in a container. There's also a calculator, and we also have a sharpener too. And then we also have some highlighters and a green pen that can sit right on top of the basket. And we can just go ahead and add those two baskets to the middle shelf of the display case. So let's go ahead and style the bottom shelf, and it will contain different styles and types of backpacks. So the first one is so pretty. It's a lovely silver color and definitely has a glitter finish to it. The second backpack is clear so you're able to see what's inside, but there's also some gold on the front pocket. And the last backpack is blue, purple, and pink. And over by the middle of the room, there will be a school desk featured there. There's quite a few different compartments so we can store away different accessories. So on the top shelf, there are some notebooks, and as for the bottom shelf, I'll just be placing down a pencil case. And as for the desk itself, we have some pastel color pencils, and then there's also a post-it note as well, except it's themed to a star, which I think will be the perfect addition to the setup. And as for this side of the desk, we have a spiral notebook. It's such a pretty gold color. And then we also have a ruler, which has a glitter purple finish. There's also a sharpener. And the final item we have here are some index cards, and there's a total of 4. And right next to the desk, I'll just be placing down some recycling bins, and there's a total of 2. And I just placed this locker over towards the other side of the room compared to the first locker we styled. So we have a pencil holder here, a spiral notebook. This notebook has some of my favorite featured in the room. We also have another assignment notebook and some crayons too. And what's really interesting about these crayons is that they're all themed to the color pink. So let's go ahead and style the main part of the locker. So we have another spiral notebook here, but it has a pink glitter finish, a classic textbook. It's very similar to the ones that I use for the main part of the room setup. And then there's also a pencil box with different stationery supplies inside. And the final item I'll be adding into this locker is a backpack, and it has so many designs on the front and the back too. And here we have an overview of the room setup. I'm so happy with how it turned out. There are definitely so many different school supplies and items featured in the room. We have quite a few different shelving units, some lockers as well, and then a school desk towards the front. So thank you so much for watching this school themed video, and I really hope you enjoyed it.